Right, you can rest there. Sirach chapter 15, verse 6. Right. Hey, when you come up here, it's life or death, for real, bro. Because the Lord is talking to you. It's not us talking to you when we up here prophesying now. No, it's the Lord. And the one side wants to see if you're going to choose life, which is that water, or death, which is fire. Huh? Right, Sirach chapter 15, verse 16.
This is Sirach, chapter 15 and verse 16.
Right?
He has set fire
What?
and water
Right.
before thee.
Right?
Stretch forth thy hand unto whether thou wilt.
So, hey, we up here literally for fire and water, huh? Now, I was going to clarify what that is, but it's literally death, life or death, huh? When you come up here, right? When you come to hear the words of the Lord, it's life or death. Now, you might, hey, she might have got ran over there because she denied the words of the Lord. Right? That damn so-called the Judite woman with that damn hair wrap, she said, hey, since you're not telling me, I'm just going. No, we're not here for that, huh? We're literally here to give you life, but you chose death, huh? Right, go ahead.
Before man is life and death.
Before man is what?
Before man is life and death.
Before man is life and death. Man. No, you can either choose the commandments of life, choose society and save and what this world has for you, huh? Literally. Right, go ahead.
And whether him liketh shall be given him.
Whatever you like, hey, you gonna have it, bro. No, but hey, there's always judgment for it. When you're in this truth, hey, it might not be the best thing, huh? Your family might hate you. Your mom might call you a damn crazy person, huh? But hey, we're choosing life over all things, man. We're gonna sanctify Yahweh Shemi Shai over that thing, huh? All right, go ahead.
For the wisdom of the Lord is great.
For the wisdom of the Lord is great. Right? This is great that we know who we are, huh? I hated calling myself a damn African. I hated calling myself Christian, huh?
Right.
Because I didn't know what the hell it meant. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know why I called myself black. That's just something that, is in our minds since we're a young kid, huh?
And then planted.
Right? Literally what the brother said, plenty, huh? Right? You can rest there. Give me 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and 8. You are 2nd Ezra 8. Right? 2nd Ezra chapter 8. Read up.
This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 8 and verse 8.
Read.
For when the body is fashioned, now in the mother's womb.
Now in the mother's womb. When we was in the world, we were in our mother's womb on a spiritual level, right? Right? We wasn't dwelling in, the commandments of life. No, on a spiritual level though, it's when we wasn't born again. No, we literally had to, on a spiritual, we had to be born again through that spiritual womb, right? And dwell in the house of wisdom. Right, give me Songs of Solomon chapter 5 and 1. Right, hold on. Read on. I'm gonna get it.
And thou givest it members, thy creature is preserved in fire and water.
Right, thy creature is preserved in fire and water. Right now, hey, when you're going through that trial of being born again, you're preserved in fire and water, because you literally gotta choose life or death when you're being born again. No, when you're being born, you could die. No, it's on a physical level though. When a baby could be born, it can die when he's being born. So that's how we have to be on a spiritual level. When we're in the midst of our being born again, when we're in our mother's womb, 9 months in our mother's womb, we gotta see what we're gonna choose, bro. And we gotta see if we're gonna choose life. Not on a spiritual level if you got ears to hear. Read.
And 9 months doth thy workmanship endure thy creatures.
Right, in 9 months, right? These are spiritual levels, bro. Right, we're literally being born again. Hey, it might take brothers a whole year to be fully born again. Right? Hey, Peter wasn't born again when Yahweh was on the scene, bro. Until he was converted. Right? You can read that in the book of Acts. Right, go ahead.
Which is created in her.
Right?
But that which keepeth and is kept shall both be preserved.
Hey, whatever you keep and what you kept is going to be preserved, bro. Right? That's also dealing with regeneration. If if you wasn't in your past life in the truth, then that's going to be preserved on your next life. Huh? When you're being, also when you're going through that transformation of being converted to the Spirit. Right, go ahead.
And when the time cometh, the womb preserved, delivered of the things that grew in it.
Right, the things that grew in it is going to be preserved. Right, because it went through that fire and water. No, it was doing what it was supposed to do in the womb. Right?
For thou hast commanded out of the parts of the body.
Right.
That is to say, out of the breast milk to be given.
Milk to be given. Now, when you're being born, you got to drink your mother's milk. Huh? Right on a spiritual level, this Bible right here, that's our mother. And we have to drink the milk. Huh? We got to desire the sincere milk of the Most High God. That's in the book of Hebrews chapter 7. Right, go ahead.
Which is the fruit of the breast.
Fruit of the breast. Right, that's the fruit of the breast to give milk. Right, to give life. To give, I'll say a company of growth. Right?
That the thing which is fashioned may be nourished for a time.
Maybe nourished for a time. So when you drink the milk, it's only going to help you for a time. So what you have to do, you got to keep drinking the milk, man. Never stop drinking the milk as a baby, man. Or even as an old man. We still drink milk when we damn 17 years old in this thing, man.
Still drinking.
On a spiritual level, though, we still go to Deuteronomy 28. No, we still go to the book of Isaiah 14:1. No, we still go to the Torah, the law. Or we still do all the things. Why? Because we still have to keep drinking the milk as babes, as babes in Christ, and as old in Christ as well. No matter what, we always have the desire to sincere milk, okay?
Till thou depositest it to thy mercy.
Right?
Thou broughtest it up with thy righteousness, and nourished it.
Nourish it. You can rest it. Bring that. Make sure you hold it. We've been going for 1:15. Hour and 15. That mighty wind came, huh? That's Song of David. Beats 5.
This is Solomon's chapter.
Songs of Solomon.
This is Songs of Solomon,
Right?
chapter 8, and verse 1.
Read.
The love of the church to Christ.
Right?
Oh. That thou were as my brother, that sucketh the breast of my mother.
That what?
That sucketh the breast of my mother.
That's how we become brothers, right? If we do the same thing and come and we, be joining with the same mother, which is this wisdom. Right, go ahead.
When I should find thee without, I would kiss thee. Yet I should not be despised.
Yeah, we're not gonna be despised when we kiss our brother, with that damn milk on our lips. If you got yours too. Right, that's the job. Back, dude. I ain't worried about it. Oh, that's better right
I would lead thee and bring thee into my mother's house,
there. All right.
who would instruct me.
Right, so 8. That's the number. Keep going.
I would cause thee to drink it of spiced wine, of the juice of my pomegranate.
Just give me Matthew 18. See if I got four. When you drink the milk, damn, I don't know if you can see. Right, when you drink the milk of Christ, when brothers and sisters come in one and drink the milk of Christ, they become one body in Christ. Right, so the point I'm trying to prove, we got to be born again. We have to keep striving to be born, from Yahushua. Right? Read that.
This is Matthew chapter 18 and verse 1.
Read with us. Matthew 18 verse 11.
This is Matthew chapter 18 verse 11. For the Son of Man is come to save that which was
So
lost.
that's what Yahushua came to do. We wasn't be able to be born again. We wasn't going to be able to be born, through just keeping the laws, because everybody was going off before Yahushua. That's why Yahushua came, so we could all be joined in one body, right? And I'm gonna get that. Philippians. Somebody. Give me 2nd Ezra chapter 8 verse 39. Damn, right.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 8 and verse 39.
Right.
But I will rejoice over the disposition, their pilgrimage, and the salvation and the reward that they shall have.
Right, jump to verse 40.
Like as I have spoken now,
Right.
so shall it come to pass.
Right.
For as the husbandman sows much seed upon the ground,
Right.
and planteth many trees,
Right.
and yet the thing that is sown good in his season cometh not up,
Right.
neither does all that is planted take root.
So neither, hey, this is our job, man. Just come out here and just preach the gospel. Tell our people who they are. Right? It's not our job to literally I hear you. Yeah. Some is Jews. Pretty good. Teaching the gospel.
Yardan. 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 With a D. Yardan. Yeah, Yardan.
Alright. So set up the car. Yeah, read that. Ratification. Actually, let me show you something. You see yourself on the song?
Do I see myself?
He's on the song. Check the word out. Hold that.
Yeah, I do.
Which one are you?
Very black.
You from that right there? You from the tribe too?
Yes, so I'm black.
What? What's this right here? What's the color it is?
Black.
So that's what you are?
I'm African American.
That's two continents.
That's who?
Two continents. Africa, America, that's two continents. That's what you are? Or what?
I'm a black person.
You're not a black person.
Yes, indeed. So what am I then?
You're from the tribe of Judah. You'll be chosen in the Most High God. Right? Give me Deuteronomy 26. Let me show you. Deuteronomy 28.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Actually, give me 29:1.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 29, verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Children of Israel. So what I'm finna read to you is only these people that it pertains to, the children of Israel. Right? Read Deuteronomy 26.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
The Lord, he brought these people into slavery again. That's just what the word Egypt means. Mizraim, that means walking hard, slavery. Right? The Lord, he brought the so-called black Judites into slavery again with what?
With ships.
Now, wouldn't you agree? The Most High God, well, us as a people in 1619, we were led into slavery on ships, right? Now, that's actually history, right? Or is that out the Bible? Give me Revelation chapter 11. It says.
So that's what I'm looking for. I thought it was in the early parts, but it's in Revelation. Because people don't understand and don't realize they think Jesus is a white man. Yeah, me too. How you doing? Just how you got said, Jesus forgive me of my sins and keep it going. Oh, your parents know you out here?
This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Now, we can all agree that this place is basically Egypt, right? Because why? These people are in slavery. It's Sodom and Gomorrah that just read. You know what that is? It's hell of gay people. People are crazy. That's what we are. We're spiritually in Sodom and Egypt.
Might as well say, huh?
Exactly. That's what we are. So I just showed that to prove that we are right now. It's like God he's going to bring us into slavery. He gave the ships into Egypt. So it didn't mean a physical Egypt. It said it just means like the slavery. So we have a revelation. You know the king. You know, right? Read that.
This is Revelation chapter 14 and verse 12. Here is the patience of the saints. Right? Here are they that keepeth the commandments of God. Here are they that keepeth the commandments of God.
That's how we get eternal life, by keeping the commandments and doing what?
And the faith of Jesus.
Right, in the faith of Jesus. Not just what you said, so you said, you know what you said. So,
Yeah.
So that's not what we have to literally keep the commandments. What you're doing right now, you're keeping the commandments, you're wearing a dress. That's what women are supposed to do in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 and 5. That's what women are supposed to do. They're supposed to wear dresses. And also, you can't eat pork. And today is a Sabbath. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Today's a Sabbath. We got rest. We can't be out here buying and selling. We can't do all this other stuff that doesn't pertain to the Sabbath. So if we really want eternal life and salvation, we have to fear God and have faith in the Son, Christ.
Give me your number. You got a phone?
God.
You have a phone?
I got a phone, but my phone's off. Give me Ecclesiastes 12 and 15. It's right after Isaiah.
Yeah, you driving like you want to do something. Call me. Yeah, we'll set up a group Bible study. Okay. I like that.
All right, one
Keep
more.
doing
One
it.
more. Give you one more scripture. Sure.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, For this is the whole duty of men.
That's all these people are here to do. Is to fear him, to keep his commandments, because he chosen us to do so. Or he could have chosen any other nation to literally do that, but he chose the righteous man as the Americans. He chose the real Israelites who use the Bible to fear God and keep his commandments.
I like how you put it to me that African, I said I was an African American, said it's 2 I said, okay, gotcha. Call me now. Thank you for the word. God bless y'all.
You too. This is Philippians chapter 1 and verse 26.
We're going to close out with this. Go ahead.
That your rejoicing may be more abundant in Jesus Christ for me by my coming to you again. Only let your conversation be as it becometh the gospel of Christ. That whether I come and see you, or else be absent, I may hear of your affairs, that ye stand fast in one spirit.
Stand fast in one spirit. So we got to be one body out here, man. There's too much contention and strife going on in the nation of Israel right now, man. Right? Hey, we're in this truth now. It's time to really love our people. Stop trying to stop. There's too much contentions going on in this nation. Go ahead.
With one mind.
With one mind. So we all have to be on one accord. Right? Being disciples of Yahushua, we literally have to be on one accord. Without being one body, we're going to be out of order. And that's going to cause us to be destroyed in these last days. Right? And not get salvation. Right? So we have to be on one accord. Right?
Striving together.
Striving together. Right? Not separated. Huh? Go ahead. said, what's the gospel mean? For our people to get out of the damn captivity, bro. For us to be not bond anymore. Go ahead.
And in nothing, terrified by your adversaries, right? Which is to an evident token of perdition.
Right? Our affliction is an evident token of perdition. It's an evident token is us being literally these people on the sign, bro. Where everybody hates the Israelites, bro. That's literally a token of perdition, P.
But to you of salvation,
Right?
and that of God. For unto you it is given in the behalf of Christ.
Right? It's given us to be the behalf of Christ, bro. So that's what Yahushua came for, so we can be one body, man. We join within him through Yahushua, bro. Right? Not for us to be literally separated, you know, with our brothers and sisters, contentions going on and strife. You know, all this vain glory and seeking men, you know, to them please you. And all this thing is not supposed to be happening, bro. We're literally supposed to worship the Most High, truth, and the Spirit through His Son, Yahushua, bro. And be joined with each other.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
Not only to believe on him,
Right?
but also to suffer for his sake.
To suffer for His sakes. Right? Hey, you might have to suffer to get growth, you know? You know, we might have to go through certain things to literally obtain salvation. That's literally what has to happen. We have to suffer for this kingdom. It's not going to be a kingdom. It's not going to be a kingdom. This person. No, damn. Get this person out of my life, cast him out like he's not Israel, so I can obtain salvation. That's not how salvation works. You literally have to suffer and go through things to obtain salvation. No, it's not a kingdom. Right, go ahead.
Having the same conflict which he saw in me.
Having the same conflict, bro. So when we go through the same things, hey, we have to be here for each other. Go ahead.
And now here to be in me.
Right? That we all honor and glory to Allah. Hashem, right? All praise to the Most High for letting us come out here and teach our people through the Spirit and power of Yahushua. Right? So brother Tezzy,